Of the impact section, 5 attempts, the best score counts, and again, one skater will get eliminated. We then move on to the third and final section, the impact. 6 attempts each, and the best 4 scores count. So your final score, 1 flow, 1 control, and 4 impacts. So without further ado, let's kick things off. Our Select Series winner, Ryan DeCenzo, hitting the course.
And we've been saying since the Select Series, this is Brian's course now. He has skated it the most, considering he had to work his way up to the Select Series. See how comfortable he is.
That's right, DeCenzo skating in the Select Series, winning that, also earning a spot into the Street League group for 2014, getting into the prelim yesterday, and then earning a spot into today's final.
And great run so far. He's hit most of the obstacles, a lot of tech stuff, nice nose grind right here. One more trick.
Has it timed out really well for one last trick.
Oh, frontside blunt slide across the rail. Wow, what a great start.
So the bar has been set. Ryan DeCenzo with the flawless first run, a 7.8 coming in for DeCenzo. So starting things off properly. Let's see, up next though, Chris Cole, who, as we said before, got the first win of his Street League career in Munich just a few weeks ago.
Chris gets so technical out there. Sometimes it's hard to realize the difficulty of what he's doing. Especially when you're going up that quarter pipe.
Yeah.
That might be the hardest thing in this run right there.
This is a really unique course, Tony, unlike what we've really seen this year. Some transition with quarters on both sides. The up and down bar, volcano in the middle.
Oh, wow. Nollie noseblunt slide. Airwalk on the way out, I guess.
Chris Cole. A great run. He's having fun. The LA crowd letting him hear it. As we take another look, his score coming in at a 7.3.
Look at that right there. Nose grind out to manual. And then this, just his feet had no business being back on the skateboard there.
So up next, Bastian Salabanzi, looking for his first X Games podium finish since 2004, making his first finals appearance of the Street League season in 2013.
You can tell when he's on, it's hard to stop him.
And Tony, you can see the sweat there. It's this is the first time these guys have skated outside for a contest in a couple of months now. You think the heat's a factor? It is warm up there.
I'm sure it's getting him a little bit tired, but these guys have been practicing long enough. They know what their lines are. It's not like they were going to throw any big surprises here before the thing started. Astrid going for broke on a double backside flip.
So he's unable to land one of his staples there as time expires. A 4.2 for Bastian. He'll look to make up some ground on his second attempt, though. Up next, Shane O'Neill, who needed a good showing this weekend to qualify for one of the final 2 spots in the Super Crown World Championship. He got it, earning the second to last spot. One more up for grabs, but Shane is in the championship.
And we are all pulling for Shane. We've seen him. We know he's capable of winning one of these big events. It always comes down to the impact, usually, where something just doesn't go right for him.
You know he has the bag of tricks. It's always the mental game with Shane, but staying on his board here, final 10 seconds.
Nice. Nollie fixes that board slide, and that one fall is going to hurt him a bit. But that was a nice ender right there. Nose manual Nollie flip.
So as we await Shane's score, 7.4 for Shane O'Neill. Hey, Sunday is the final day of X Games Los Angeles at 3 p.m. on ABC, BMX Street, and Enduro X. Then at 5 p.m. on ESPN, it's the Ford Rallycross. X Games Los Angeles, Sunday at 3 on ABC, then at 5 on ESPN. So here's Tori Pudwell.
Oh, nice. Doing a little ledge dance there. Look at that. just throwing anything he does, he just goes backside tail at the end of it.
Tori skating really well in qualifying yesterday. His trademark lip slide combos.
Nice. So for every ledge trick he's done, it counts as 2. Backside Smith. This is a great run coming together right here.
See Tori having no trouble with the rails. His tech work on display. He's got room for one more trick here.
Missing the backside nosebone slide. We saw him make that yesterday. In fact, that's what got him into the finals for sure.
So other than that fall, a solid run nonetheless. A 6.4 for Tori Pudwill again as we take another look.
Look at this, backside lip slide and then bringing it up to a backside tail slide. That is so difficult. And here we go. Lip slide to switch crooks. Coming off fakie.
Tech wizardry right there. Here is Luan Oliveira with his first run. Luan trying to get back on the podium. Had a silver medal back in 2011. Hasn't gotten a medal at X since then.
He was really close to pulling the whole thing off in Brazil. But like I said, it's those impact sections that just change all the standings. Look at this run. Oh no.
Again, Luan also qualifying for the Super Crown Championship later this month in New Jersey. There's one last spot up for grabs. So if you're keeping track at home, there today, unless Ryan DeCenzo or Bastian Salabanzi were to win and golden ticket their way in. Up next, though, Paul Rodriguez, fresh off the win in Portland just a couple of weeks ago, but still looking for that first gold medal of 2013. Will today be his day?
Paul, as usual, starting off regular-footed. And we probably will see that continue for this whole run. Look at that. Switch kickflip.
Paul averages a 7.8 in the flow section, so keep your eyes on those scores as it comes in.
Whoa! Switch back to tail slide. Almost catching his wheels there.
Tony, I'm beginning to forget when he's going switch.
Yeah, I think the telltale sign was when he wanted to get across the course quickly. Oh, that's unlike him right there. When he wanted to get across the course quickly, he went to his goofy-footed stance to rush over there, and then immediately switched to back.
So Paul's score clocking in at a 7.2. We take another look.
Right there, you can see his tail kind of catch the ledge, but still, right here on the crooked grind, just got stuck somehow.
So rounding out attempt number 1 here in the flow section, Nyjah Huston. He's already got a couple of gold medals this year. He had a rib injury that kept him out of Munich, and an uncharacteristic early exit in Portland a couple of weeks ago at Street League. But he has been so precise on this course this weekend.
There you go, textbook Nyjah right there. Kickflip back lip.
Nyjah, the youngest competitor in Street League. He's also the most dominant.
Wow. Cavalier, backside lip slide. Nosebone slide, just lining him up, knocking him down right there.
And Tony, again, he's got his run timed so perfectly as he hits the final obstacle with time to spare.
There it is. Wow. So, frontside blunt slide, and we did see that same run yesterday. That got him in first, and once again, it puts him in first.
Today is no different as we take another look. The judges scoring him an 8.2, jumping him all the way up into first place. Is a great angle.
There's the ender right there.
So Nyjah Huston taking the overall lead. So we are one attempt in here in the flow section. Nyjah Huston leading the way. Surprisingly, our Select Series winner, Ryan Decenzo, right behind him. So Decenzo starting things off right with a great first run, but it was Nyjah Huston setting the tone. More Street League when we come back.
X Games is brought to you by America's Navy, a global...
Through the flow section where Nyjah Huston just put things down properly as he has the overall lead. But we're joined by a guy, if he can't be in the course, at least he's in the booth. Mr. Ryan Sheckler, nice enough to stop by the announce. What's going on, Ryan?
Not much, man. I'm excited to see this final. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So,
well, Ryan, we wanted to welcome you as properly as possible.
Thanks, guys.
So the reason you're not seeing Ryan out there on the course today, he's been battling an ankle injury all of 2013 and suffering there in Barcelona. And what a warrior you were putting that thing on.
Yeah, man, that was it was just kind of brutal. You know, I was had so much adrenaline and just wanted to compete so hard. And you know, when you're in that mode, you just try to land everything. So I was trying to put it down, and it just it's skateboarding, man. Sometimes you get hurt.
That's one of the few times I've ever seen someone get seriously hurt and still make their trick.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I was tripping on that too, man. I was like, I'm still rolling. Okay, this is fine, but my ankle is kind of messed up. So it's all good, man. It's just part of the job.
You know, when I talked to you a couple of days ago during practice as we get ready for the second half of flow, I didn't think, honestly, I looked in your eyes and I saw a guy that was just broken, man. And I didn't think, I looked at that ankle and I was like, there's no way this kid can go out there and skate, but yet you still went out. You actually almost qualified with 1 foot, really.
Yeah, I had fun, man. And, you know, it's getting close to being better, but, you know, I just did it for the fans and just to be with all these boys, you know, just skating with the homies, so it was cool.
Well, we kick off attempts number 2 in the flow section. A guy you know really well, Ryan Decenzo.
Yeah, man, he's been putting it down all year and just, you know, really trying to get into this this actual event. So it's great to see him shred. This guy is so determined, and he's so amazing at skateboarding. It's rad to watch.
Tony and I were saying that he's probably more familiar than anyone else because he's actually been skating the course longer than anyone else with the Select Series.
Yeah, the Select Series really adds a lot of pressure to these guys because they have to skate basically 2 contests if they make it into the actual Street League. So it's just determination and passion, and they're going for it.
I keep calling it his home park now.
Yeah, right?
He skated the most.
It totally is.
So Decenzo going to try and get one more in. This will not count. So a throwaway for Decenzo. Ryan, you've skated in so many of these. Where is it most nerve-wracking? Right at the top here, putting a line together, control section, best trick, or impact at the end?
Yeah, it's basically the start, you know, because they drop a rider each section. So here comes Chris Cole. And Chris is one of the best skateboarders on the planet, if not the. And you know, he can do any trick he wants. It's always funny when Chris is like, I don't know what to do, and you're like, dude, you can do anything you want, man.
This is the same run so far, and he had a little bit of a bobble. I don't know if you saw this sort of sketchy, bouncy board slide.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I think that if he can push that all together, he could be up in the top 3 here.
Absolutely. He's always capable of putting something awesome together. Like, look at that, you know, nose grind 2 manual. Just the board does what he wants.
So Decenzo's second score came in at 6.9. He will hold on to that 7.8. Again, if you're just joining us, each skater getting 2 attempts here in the flow. We count the top score. Wow.
And the butt. See, he can do anything he wants, man.
So Chris Cole
ends it strong.
with the nice ender there. He had a 7.3 in his first attempt. We'll see how the judges score that one.
The caveman blunt slide. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's no joke, right?
Oh, it's
For Chris Cole. So he stays in 4th place, and Ryan, what goes wrong here?
Oh, man, it's just, you know, he was landing those all day in practice. It's a weird trick to get over the rail and put your feet in perfect position. So, you know, that's kind of a typical fall on that trick. It sometimes it just gets away from you.
Yeah, that trick is very rare to make cleanly.
Yeah, especially in a run, you know. But, you know, if anyone can do it, it's Chris Cole.
So here's Bastian Salabanzi. Again, one skater will get eliminated from this section. Bastian currently on the bubble in that 8th spot. He's trying to best a 4.2. He would need a 5.8 or better to get out of the 8th spot.
And you know Bastian's capable of doing it. He's a crowd pleaser for sure and an amazing skateboarder, so we'll see. Oh, wow.
Shoe popping off.
Got a switch 270 lip slide. I haven't seen him do that yet.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw him doing that in practice either. I know he was trying full cap flip over the rail, but maybe we'll see that right now. Oh, nope, going in regular.
Wow. Double flip backside.
Yeah, signature Bastian right there.
So he's able to land that after being unsuccessful with that trick in his first attempt. The judges score that of 6.1, so tentatively he's out of the dark with Luan going into the bubble spot.
I think he's going for 270 one side.
Yeah, we couldn't see it from that other angle, but that double flip is nice.
So Bastian jumping up out of the elimination spot. And here is Shane O'Neill.
And Shane is one of the smoothest skateboarders on the planet. You know, everything he does just looks, as I jinx him. Everything he does is just so perfect. And the way he can flip his board, you know, ridiculous. And look at that right there. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. But, you know, Shane had one fall in his last run. He still scored a 7.4. I mean, just that little step off, I don't think it's going to affect him. Well, that's going to,
that's going to affect him.
Yeah, Shane seems to be a guy that one miss might be okay, but a second starts to mess with his head a little bit.
Yeah, and he's just so technical, you know. So, that was actually a slam right there. Yeah, he's just so technical, you know. So hopefully we see him and he'll kill it, man. He absolutely kills it all the time.
So Shane O'Neill, after a 7.4 on his first attempt, a 4.6, so he will definitely hold on to that first score as he stays in 3rd place.
I'm interested to see what he's going to do for his main banger, you know?
Yeah, the control.
Yeah.
So here's Torrey Pudwell.
It's my teammate, Torrey Puds.
Puds is just, he's on one right now.
He was just saying on his last run that basically all of his ledge tricks count as 2.
Yeah, he really does, man. He's the combo master. And,
right.
He seems to have he's having some trouble with this one right now. His first run was all right, though. He's still in it. At least he's smiling. He's having fun. Can't believe he's wearing a beanie out there, man. It is so hot.
Yeah, we were just talking about that Torrey, man, he opened the season with that beanie in Foz, and here we are in LA, still rocking it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Front shove it.
So Torrey calls it a run. A 2.5, yeah, so he will definitely hold on to his first score as well. But up next, Luan Oliveira. He right now is, believe it or not, in the bubble spot. He's an 8th. He would need a 6.2 or better to knock out Bastian and stay alive.
And if he lands his run, you obviously know that that's going to be right up there. So we will see.
He was actually in familiar territory a couple weeks ago in Portland when he bumped out Magic.
Yeah, and that was a trip. You know, I had to watch that contest from home, and it's crazy to watch contests at home, man.
Yeah, I gotta say, that's gotta mess with you a little bit.
That doesn't really mess with me. It's just, it's cool to watch the homies, but it's also like, man, I want to be participating so bad.
Oh, looking good for Luan here.
Manual. Wow. He's got it timed up so well.
There it is, man. There it is. That's got to be the run right there.
So not only do we anticipate that get him out of the bubble spot, that may take over the top spot.
Yeah, that'll give Magic for his money right there.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if
And
that's
8.9 for Luan Oliveira, taking over the top spot, officially eliminating Bastian Salabazzi. Take another look.
Oh, that was incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. Frontside flip right there. Perfect. Perfection. Switch frontside flip to regular manual.
It was usually those manual tricks that got him in the past.
Yeah, and then the best hard flip in the business.
Yeah. The most pop, the most flick out on the course today. And Luan taking over the top spot. But here now, Paul Rodriguez.
Let's go, P-Rod.
Trying to top a 7.2. He looked so good in qualifying yesterday. What's he got for his second attempt?
Well, the craziest thing about P-Rod is this whole run is switch.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that because he skates so perfectly switch. Everything looks regular, you know?
Oh, it's Antonio.
Yeah, we've talked about that. We tell him that every time.
It's absolutely amazing. He is so talented.
Regular is a rarity when P-Rod
This is his regular is only when he's pushing to get across the course fast.
Yeah.
Right here.
Turns
And
around.
let's switch it around. And now we're regular footer.
That's crazy. Wow. Switch flip back tap. He was really going for it.
And I think sometimes it's tough for the fans watching at home to realize just how technically difficult his skating is because it looks so effortless.
It is, and I mean, look at that switch push right there.
Right.
It's even hard to push switch.
That's what I tried to explain, even down to the way he stops himself as a regular footer.
It's absolutely
Looks completely natural.
No, and that's so hard to do. We were actually trying to do that the other day, just like stop switch, and it's so hard, man.
So there you see Bastian officially knocked out. And P-Rod's score coming in at 2.6. Again, he will hold on to his first score. And now rounding out the flow, Nyjah Huston.
And you already know he's hungry.
This is where Nyjah got knocked out in Portland a couple weeks ago. That certainly isn't the case here, as he has looked so on point since he hit the court.
Everything is just so perfect, you know. The way he pops, the flip tricks, how fast and just how committed he is to every trick. It's absolutely amazing to watch.
What do you think he's going to mix up here? Because this is the same
to nose blind right now. Nope. He was doing them to nose blind the other day. It was awesome.
Yeah, so far it's the exact same run.
He might do a different banger right now on the big section for the end of his run. Yep. There it is.
Big flip, towards that board slide.
And that out row is no joke.
Yeah.
It is no joke.
It's
You think that's enough?
I don't know. It'll be close. It'll definitely better his last run, but I don't know if that's gonna beat Luan. We'll see though.
well, Ryan called it an 8.7, better than his first, but not enough to leapfrog Luan. What is a Red Bull Phenom? Well, amateur BMX riders from around the world sent in 1-minute video parts to be judged by BMX legend Mike Escamilla. Mike then handed out golden tickets offering some overwhelmed amateurs an all-expenses-paid trip to come out here and compete for prizes at X Games, proving once again that LA is still the city of dreams. Just 4 hours away from Austin, which is where X Games will be beginning in 2014. But such good memories here in downtown Los Angeles, led by none other than Ryan Sheckler, who's in the booth with us now. Ryan, tell us about this first gold medal 03 park.
I just look like a spaz, man, just trying to get everything in super fast. You know, it happened from skating Castle my whole life. It was always park, so I was really comfortable. And you know, when I got invited to X Games, I didn't even know what was going on. I just wanted to have fun, and I had fun and won. It's crazy.
The shades, the braces, the armband, the helmet.
Yeah, it's such a trip, man, looking back on that.
Well, thank you guys for joining us here at the Street League Skateboarding Final at X Games Los Angeles. Brandon Graham, Tony Hawk, joined by Ryan Sheckler, who, due to an injured ankle, has to be here in the booth with us. And of course, Jordan Whitley out on the course. Flow section officially in the books. And guys, as we get ready for the control section, you know, we've been talking about Nyjah, Tori Pudwell getting ready to kick things off, but Luan is just amazing out there.
Yeah, Luan's on fire. All these guys are absolutely skating amazing. So this this control section really kind of gives them a chance to not really stress out and give everything they have. And, you know, Tori is flying right now, but back three. First try, there it is.
Tori Pudwell.
If that ground was any more slick, that would not have worked.
Absolutely.
Look at this one more time.
So now Tori is just, he gets to chill now. So he's got one in the books, and so now he's going to go back and think, well, okay, what now can I do to better that score? But he's not stressing right now, so that's a good spot for Tori.
You're right. That is the strategy. Put a banger up early so you can afford to take chances. An 8.2 for T-Puds, jumping him up into first place. Here now, Paul Rodriguez.
All right, let's see what P-Rod's got.
He's approaching it, goofy footed.
Wow. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Ollie cow to lip slide there.
So taking a little page out of Nigel's book, but doing it nollie.
8.8.
Yeah, that's difficult, man. That is a difficult maneuver, especially nollie.
Again, each skater getting 5 attempts. We count the single best score, so as Ryan said, if you get a banger up early, you can afford to go even bigger.
Yep.
Here's Chris Cole.
Oh, wow. There you go. Backside 270 to nose blunt slide.
It is going to be crazy to see what these guys pull out after this.
As we take another look, the makes are contagious here in the control section. A 7.8 for Chris Cole. Super slow-mo one more time.
Watch how precise that front truck. It's just perfect.
The fact that he landed sort of in a wheelie kick turn probably cost him a little bit, but that was
Maybe a little bit, so
incredibly difficult.
he'll probably go back and try that one again. Let's see what Shane's got. Shane for that tray foot nose slide manual. Maybe even something out. Who knows?
Yeah, because we've seen him do that quite a bit, so that seems...
Again, the control section, the skaters can hit any obstacle on the course with the exception of the impact section. They get 5 attempts. The best score counts, and again, the top 6 will be advancing, so one guy will get eliminated. You don't want to be in that 7th spot. Here now, our Select Series winner, Ryan DeCenzo.
Oh, that'll be a sick one, too. But you got to give them credit, man. They all made it so far to get to this point.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. So none of these guys can really be bummed out if they don't, if they get eliminated. So it's just a great contest, man.
So here's Nyjah Huston. He has made the control section his playground this year. A ton of 9s already. Get things started on the quarter.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Caballero to nose blunt slide.
So heavy.
Absolutely perfect. And there's so much going on in that trick. To be able to spot the rail and, you know, put your nose on it perfectly. Is
a 9.1. Nyjah Huston back in the 9 club. Take another look.
just so much precision.
It doesn't get any better than that. A 9.1 for Nyjah, the first 9 of today's final. The 9's so rare. To give you an idea, at X Games this year in Foz, there were 2 total. Less than 1% of the tricks attempted. Same story in Barcelona. So as you can tell, rare air to get a 9 here in the final. Luan Oliveira.
You definitely feel great when you get a 9. You know, it's not really too crazy, but it's good to be a part of that, you know, the 9 club, as they say. You know, it's just a good feeling. So.
Ryan is a charter member. You got a 9.7 to your name.
Yeah, somehow.
Here's Tori Pudwell.
Yeah, so see, now that Tori's got his first trick out of the way, he's going to start going absolutely bananas on that ledge. So we should probably see something cool.
Right about that. So it's second attempts time. Here's P-Rod already with that 8.8. What's he got for attempt number 2?
You never know what he's going to do. He's always practicing.
Wow.
It nicked the rail.
It clipped it.
It nicked the rail, man. That was amazing.
Shots to the sold-out crowd here in Los Angeles.
Here we go. Nollie, front foot kickflip over the rail, hitting the rail, making it extra difficult.
A 9.1, the score coming in, tying up Nyjah Huston, another 9 club.
I told you guys we'd see some 9s, man.
No joke. P-Rod putting the pressure back on Nyjah. Checkmate, my friend.
Like P-Rod's talking about it right now.
Yep.
I felt it in the rail.
So here's Chris Cole. He'd love to join us, fellas. Not getting it done there, though.
It's funny how that front foot kickflip, that was really big in the early 90s.
It's coming back,
And it's coming back because people are doing it now at greater height, and they're also catching it sooner.
What goes wrong here, guys?
I think he was going for switch 270 front blunt, maybe, and then to fakie. I don't know. I saw him doing it to 5-0 and then 180 out, but we'll see what he pulls out.
Here's Shane O'Neill, another guy capable of a high 9.
Okay.
All right.
Tray flip, nose slide, manual. We saw him do that in his run, but I think he just wants to get one under his belt there.
Right.
So an 8.2 for him here.
Yeah, there's nothing safe about this trick, man. That is absolutely amazing.
I think we might have expected him to do something out of the manual.
Yeah.
But you could tell that he was just, his feet weren't in any position to do anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, one skater will get eliminated. DeCenzo in that spot right now.
Oh, wow. Senzo's going to get that, man.
Yeah.
He's going to get that.
And as you said before, Ryan, this is where you can afford to take a few chances. You know what I mean? You don't have to quit on a trick after a couple of tries because you got 5 attempts.
Right, but you can only really mess with that for about 3 attempts.
Yeah. So here's Nyjah Huston, already a 9.1.
Oh, wow. That'll be amazing. Full cap flip back lip. And that'll be, that'll be up in the 9s for sure.
So up next, Luan Oliveira missed on his first attempt. See if he gets it here.
Perfect.
Oh. Luan.
Absolutely perfect. Just easy, everything.
Just full tech skating on display right there. That's what we call board control. An 8.4 for Luan Oliveira, jumping him up into second place.
And this is what happened to Luan, though, in Brazil. He came in the lead in the close section and then got knocked out here in this one. But he's sitting on a good score now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tori missing it there. But again, he does have that 8.2 from his first attempt. He can only go higher as we count the top score. Here's P-Rod, fresh off a 9 club.
What do you think that was going to be, Ryan?
I don't know, man. He might have tried to do a nollie late foot flip out of that. I'm not too sure. I know a lot of the guys have been having some trouble with these ledges kind of sticking on them. It is so hot out there, so the wax kind of just melts off. So some things are a little bit stickier than you remember.
Here's Chris Cole with his third attempt. He's already got a 7.8.
That's Tori's wax and everything else.
Tori's got wax in every pocket.
Yeah, so he is going for that nose blunt.
He's coming in switch there. No score for Chris.
Chris likes putting himself in this pressure. He does. He might not say it, but he does.
It seems like that's the trick that he has planned to go for broke on, though.
Yeah.
Here's Shane O'Neill.
Shane is he's sticking with the manual pad.
Yeah, switch big spin heel manual.
So no score, but he does have that 8.2. And it's attempt number 3 for DeCenzo. He's the only skater out here yet to get a trick under his belt. So that's his third miss on
Now
that.
he's doing nollie heel flip no slide. It looks like he might be doing something out of that. Maybe
Yeah,
shove it.
he's going to do a shove it out of that. He just, on the nollie heel flip right here, he kind of just doesn't really get the catch he wanted and slips off the ledge. But, now it's kind of getting to that point where he's got to really focus and put it down.
So DeCenzo still in that bubble spot. Here is Nyjah, our overall leader.
Wow, that almost looked like it went into nose blunt, man. He did that.
Whatever works for him. But he might actually create the 10 club with that one.
Right?
Yeah, we're still waiting on that. So here's Luan Oliveira, currently in second place.
Oh, wow. Well, he wants to step up difficulty level. He's sticking with the nollie no slide, but just getting a little more tricky on the way out.
Just trying to big spin heel out of that.
So let's take another look. Where's it go wrong?
He gets in nicely, and then I think it just kind of doesn't flip right at the end. He wants to get that big spin heel out. He just kind of misses the flick right there. But
It almost bounced into place, though.
I know, right?
So we are halfway through the control section with Nyjah Huston still leading the way. But you can check out a little Gymkhana grid there. Able to get through to the final, but we'll take them.
Yeah, man, we're still having fun. It's all about having fun. Here we are.
So it's the Street League final, control section, Tori Pudwill.
That'll be a big one. You can always see when he sets up for the laser, man, his foot is just in such an interesting position, and it just always, I don't know how he does that trick so perfectly.
So no score for Pudwill, but he already had that opening score of a 8.2, so he's okay for the time being. Here's Paul Rodriguez.
funky flip out. So is he going to turn that flip when he lands?
I don't know. It kind of
going
seemed like
straight?
it was going that way, but he might try to go straight with it.
Let's see where it went wrong.
So he gets in here. It's sliding for him now.
Yeah, looks like he's going 180
yeah.
with it. Yeah.
He's going to try half cab flip out of that.
So no score for Paul there. He already does have a 9.1. Again, each skater counting the top best score out of their 5 attempts. Time for Chris Cole's 4th as he sits in 5th place.
Switch 270, nose one slide.
Man,
Coming in hot.
yeah. It seems like it was sliding before, and maybe he caught a little bit of his heel on that one.
So here is Shane O'Neill. He's already got an 8.2.
Switch big spin, heel flip, manual to fakie. That'll be a big score.
Amazing. An 8.9, just missing out on the 9 club. Let's look at this one more time.
That heel flip turns an extra 180. He catches it manual and 180 out.
So much control, man. It's amazing to watch on skateboard.
So here's Ryan DeCenzo still in that bubble position, yet to register a score.
Oh, there you go.
Nails it.
There it is. Yeah, Ryan. That was awesome.
He's finally able to get it on his 4th attempt. Needed a 6.9 to get out of the bottom position, and he does just that, an 8.2.
And that trick is really difficult because with the big spin out at the end, you have to really make sure that you clear the ledge and so your board doesn't hit the ledge. So that was perfectly executed. It looked like it was very close hitting the ledge. Absolutely.
So that puts Tori Pudwell in the bubble spot. Here's Nigel Houston, our top overall leader.
Oh, wow. That looked like it's going to work right there.
Yeah, he caught it just a little bit too far to the side of the rail. Yes, this is a very dangerous maneuver too. It's you kind of put yourself, right in that position where it's kind of, it can go either way.
But Nigel, of course, already that 9.1 from his first attempt, so he can only go bigger. Here's Luan Oliveira, currently in 2nd.
So he had it right there.
So Luan just missing out. He'll get one more crack at it. But up next, Tori Pudwell. This is his final chance, guys, to stave off elimination. Needs to land something of 8.8 or greater.
Oh, he tried so hard, man. And that's the thing with this section, you have so much adrenaline. So even if it's not spinning the right way, you still try to land on it because you know how important it actually is. So great job to Tori. What an awesome event.
So
Look
Ryan,
at that smile, man.
your teammate unable to move on to the impact section as he is officially eliminated. Here's Paul Rodriguez.
Oh, missing that flip.
Yep, it's getting a little bit too antsy to actually flip out of it.
So P-Rod finishes up the control section with no score, but he does have that 9.1. He stays in 3rd place. Up next, though, Chris Cole.
Chris looked like he had the slide on that one and got away from him.
That's a difficult one, man, no matter how you slice it. Especially on the ledge, I feel like if it was a rail, he would have locked in every time. Especially on the ledge, it's just so much more room.
So here's Shane O'Neill, fresh off that 8.9. Can he jump up into the 9s here and now?
Oh, here we go. Big spin tail slide. What do you think he's going to do out of that?
I think he was going to try to go to manual, man. Maybe 180 out after, too. He's so technical, it's insane.
So here's Ryan DeCenzo with his 5th and final attempt. So misses that there, but makes that 4th attempt, that 8.2, all that much more valuable.
But now he's into the big section. He made it to the final. So congratulations to Ryan DeCenzo. I'm excited to see what he's going to pull out.
Skated from the bottom, now he's here.
Yep.
So here is our overall leader, Nigel Houston. He's already got that 9.1. What can he do on his 5th and final?
Let's see.
Going to tail. Was that intentional?
I don't know, dude.
I think it was.
One time he went over to nose blunt, to tail, to lip. I'm pretty sure, actually, by seeing that he can do all of them.
Let's see it one more time.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it looked the way he set his weight up that it was going to tail, but
That's amazing.
So here's Luan Oliveira, currently in second place.
There it is.
Wow.
Now we know slide big spin wheel.
Now a 9 on the dot would have him leapfrog Luan, and he does just that. Wow. Overtaking Nyjah for the top spot. A 9.3 for Luan Oliveira.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. You can just see how perfect it is. His feet go right in, right when he takes off. Yeah, it just bolts.
As soon as he snaps it, he prepares
the foot,
his back foot. Yep.
We have a new high score for the day, a 9.3 for Luan Oliveira. So a look at the standings with the control section officially in the books shows Luan Oliveira taking over the top spot with Nyjah Huston, Paul Rodriguez, and Shane O'Neill all giving chase, and unfortunately, Tori Pudwell gets eliminated. So as we get to the impact section, we take a look back. Luan scoring this 9.3 on his final trick. P-Rod also getting into the 9 club. And of course, Nyjah Huston set it off with the first trick of the section. Impact section when we come back. And then these 4 impact scores, and this is how we decide who skates away with the gold today. Brandon Graham, Tony Hawk, and Ryan Sheckler, our special guest in the booth. And we just saw a bevy of 9s go down in the control section. Maybe more of the same here in the impact, Brian?
I would assume so. You know, these guys have been skating this for the last 4 or 5 days now, so they're pretty much ready to go. And, you know, this is when the adrenaline really kicks in. So here's Chris Cole coming in fakey. It's nice. He'll probably try to get to the end of the rail.
Again, Ryan, you're a guy that skates this contest every time. You understand the importance of the strategy of just stacking those safety scores up, right? So you can afford to take some chances a little bit later.
Yeah, I mean, you only get 2 bails in this section. So once you bail the first one, you kind of get a little bit nervous because you only get 1 more. So
here's Ryan DeCenzo. Looking like a pro. Again, he is our Select Series winner. Got into the Street League prelim yesterday, skating at the last section of the final today.
Yep, switch blunt to forward. Awesome. Definitely difficult.
And again, we do need to remind fans that there's 1 open spot left to get into the Super Crown Championship. Shane got the second to last one.
Oh, Shane going for that switch flip.
Who will get the final spot? Mikey Taylor with the inside track. Unless DeCenzo were able to pull off the win here today. But Paul Rodriguez, the signature prayer in the hat for his first attempt in the impact section.
Got to get the hair right, get the prayer out, stomp the trick. Coming in switch again. Switch back tailwind.
Backside tail.
P-Rod staple, man.
It's absolutely amazing, especially the way he comes out to forward. It just looks so perfect.
It's not uncommon to see P-Rod go 6 for switch in this section.
I have a feeling he's skating, his point is to skate this whole contest switch. So.
8.1 for Paul Rodriguez. Here's Nyjah.
Nyjah's got him right over that kick for back there, man.
So P-Rod, at least momentarily, took the overall lead with the 8.1. As we take another look, Nyjah's score coming in at 8.3, take back first place.
Yeah, I think because these guys know that 4 scores count, they're kind of sticking with the hits here in the first few attempts.
Yeah, and you know, he just kicked with back left. That is so gnarly.
Here's Luan Oliveira.
Sliding off on that switch frontside flip.
So no score for Luan. Speaking of Oliveira, let's go down for a course report with the 3rd member of our team, Jordan Whitley.
Thanks, guys. Well, I just want to make a note that in Portland, I saw a transformation in Luan Oliveira, going from a talented skater to someone with a competitive mentality. Halfway through that, for the first time in his career, he not only believed he could win Street League, but he believed he could beat Nyjah Huston. He told me nothing in life is not worth doing unless you do it 100% right. And he said, today, I'm bringing that same mentality and that same level of confidence to try and get the win here today.
Thanks, Jordan. Yeah, Ryan, it's been pretty amazing to see. We always knew Luan had the tricks, right?
Absolutely.
But to see that maturation this year has been pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, he's just such a fun guy to skate with, too. You know, he's so lighthearted, and he's always happy, and he's always goofing around. And you know, on top of that, he's an amazing skateboarder. So it's cool that he's taking it very seriously and wants to win. You know, who doesn't want to win?
So here's Ryan DeCenzo in third place right now. Had a 6.8 on his first attempt. What's he got for number 2?
Oh. Switch feeble.
Yeah, just catching a little bit on that square rail.
I think we saw him do that to 180L.
Yeah, he's going to try to go to fakie with that, or to forward, I mean. Perfect switch flip.
So Shane making it look textbook. He was sitting in 6th place, but that 7.8 jumping him up into 3rd as we look at it one more time. You see how much ground you have to cover. I mean, that's almost 15 feet in length.
Yeah, and he's just so comfortable traveling distances like that, especially skating switch, which is absolutely unbelievable. So, you know, good on Shane, man.
So here's Paul Rodriguez in 2nd place.
Oh, gosh.
Missing the aim there on the nose grind.
Going for that switch nose grind. Wonder what he's going to try to do out of that.
You got to be careful because that's about a 4-foot drop. So here is Nyjah Huston, currently in 1st place, had an 8.3 on his first attempt.
Wow. Oh, wow. Big spin, front board slide.
Pretty much the scariest trick you can do on that rail. That has just the most level of danger.
We haven't seen him do that here the whole weekend.
He was talking about it in practice, and he was a little nervous. The first time I've seen him nervous to try something, and obviously he's not nervous because he just stomped it. But
so when you say he was talking about it in practice, is he giving up what he's going to do, or is he asking your advice?
Not asking for my advice, but just kind of like goofing around and, you know, talking about different tricks that he wanted to do, and he was a little bit unsure about that one, but obviously not. Ooh.
So Luan, a 2nd straight bail for him. Nyjah's previous score, by the way, an 8.4, keeping him in 1st place. But let's take another look and see where it went wrong for Luan.
So the flip is good. Just gets that front foot just a little far. Oh, he actually rolled his ankle a little bit, man. I hope he's all right.
Yeah, immediately grabbing it, but it looks like he's okay.
Yeah, he'll be good.
So here's Chris Cole with attempt number 3.
Nice. Absolutely amazing. Half cab no slide, 270 out.
Able to hold on there.
Chris had that same trick in that run. Chris was doing that same trick in his run on the low ledge.
So a 7.6. The judges liking what they see, jumping him up in his 2nd place. So here is Ryan DeCenzo.
Pretty sure he's looking for that switch feeble to forward. Getting a little frustrated, but it's okay. You're in the finals, big dog.
So that is his 2nd miss. Cannot afford another one, as again we count the 4 top scores out of the 6 attempts. Here's Shane O'Neill.
Switch 260
Absolutely perfect.
Shane's signature right there.
The switch tray for Shane O'Neill. A 9.0.
Awesome.
Another 9 club. Check it out.
Look at that catch. I think P-Rod's the only other one that can give him a run for his money on that trick.
So Shane O'Neill with a 9.0. It doesn't get any cleaner than that.
Oh.
So that jumps Shane up into 2nd place. It's the props from P-Rod there as he gets in to take his 3rd attempt.
Oh, no. Paul hanging up on the rail there.
And that's scary, you know. You want to definitely make sure you can get to the end of that rail, because if you can see from there, it's about shoulder height. So it's not a fun place to be.
So Paul's in an interesting position with his 2nd bail there. Here's Nyjah, who's yet to miss.
Switch front blunt. Textbook. Perfect.
And if you're the rest of the field, that's what you don't want to see. Nyjah getting in the rhythm this early. He's the only guy yet to miss in the impact section.
Yep, that's normally what he does, man. And it's crazy competing against him when that starts happening.
8.8 for Nyjah. Here's Luan.
There you go. Switch frontside flip. I think he expected to make that his very first attempt.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So Luan able to put some points on the board, an 8.5 as we look at it one more time.
See the way he catches that trick with his front foot is amazing.
So we are halfway through the impact section. And Nyjah Huston has set the tone. But it was Shane O'Neill who knocked out the section's first 9 on this switch 360 flip. Doesn't get any better than that. But of course, Nyjah Huston doing what Nyjah Huston does as he holds on to the lead. We'll find out who wins this thing when we come back. He has.
Interesting.
So here we go. Attempt number 4 in the impact section. Chris Cole.
Perfect switch. Chris Cole said, yeah, that switch flip got Luan a pretty good score. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
So as we take another look, an 8.2 for Chris Cole, jumping him up into second place.
Nice.
Again, each skater getting 6 attempts here in the impact section. We count the 4 top scores. Here's Ryan DeCenzo.
Oh, wow. Frontside 360.
That is a hard trick to travel that far. That is amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a massive score.
That's a lengthy gap right there.
An 8.4 for Ryan DeCenzo, jumping him up into 4th place as we look at this one more
Look at that
time.
front
Wow.
foot. Completely sideways. Awesome.
So here's Shane O'Neill, fresh off a 9 club.
What is he going to try?
Yeah.
He's getting some speed. The double flip. Oh, he almost had it.
That was pretty risky there to go for on his 4th attempt.
Absolutely, but that was the trick that, you know, got a 9.9.
That's right. This is the exact same trick that got him a 9.9 in Portland just a couple weeks ago, and he's not that far off from it.
Oh, that was amazing. I think he'll actually try that again.
And when you say, Ryan, at this point where Nyjah's really building the lead, you got to go for broke here.
Yeah, at this point, you kind of have to get your best tricks out, absolutely. So let's see what P-Rod's got. Getting that switch back lit.
Vital for P-Rod to get a score after a couple of misses. Already had an 8.1, an 8.4 for Paul, jumping him up into 4th place.
And it's just so amazing. You know, that is switch. Once again, that is switch. And a lot of people don't understand how difficult that is, and it's absolutely difficult.
Well, we were wondering at what point do we just call him regular footer?
Yeah, I know, right? I think he's just trying to be ambidextrous.
Nyjah Huston.
Kickflip frontside, no side. I've never seen him do that.
I only saw him do it once in practice, man. Once in practice about 2 days ago, and then never again. So
An 8.8 for Nyjah Huston. Look at this one more time.
it just shows you how clutch he really is, man.
So Nyjah continues to build up those scores.
Look
He's
how
got
far he traveled.
4 makes. And fellas, his lowest score thus far is an 8.3. That's how next level of skating has been today, as he's got a commanding lead in 1st place. Here's Luan Oliveira.
All smiles, man.
Oh, there's your hard flip.
Absolutely. That's what he does. Just
Luan
looks
knows,
great.
and Luan knows he's got to make every single trick at this point.
Yep.
So that's an 8.5 for Luan, who was our leader, believe it or not, heading into the impact section. That jumps him up into 3rd place. Here's Chris Cole, who's going to need a couple big scores. Can't get the lead in one trick alone.
There you go.
That'll help. Switch blunt to forward.
Which is the same trick we saw Tori do.
So a 7.2 for Chris Cole.
All right, DeCenzo, let's see what we
Here's
got.
Ryan DeCenzo.
Switch tail, 2-7.
There you go.
Amazing. He's pulling it together now. It's great.
So we take another look at DeCenzo attacking this out ledge. A 7.1 for DeCenzo.
Wow, that seems pretty low for a trick like that.
Yeah, that's interesting, but he's chipping away. He's doing great.
So here's Shane O'Neill.
Oh, wow.
That's going to hurt Shane. That's his 3rd fall.
Well, aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. The tires chosen by experts for superior performance in challenging conditions. Goodyear, more driven. As we are in the middle of attempts number 5 here in the impact section. P-Rod, uncharacteristically actually at the bottom of the group right now, trying to jump out of 6th place.
Oh, man.
That's going to hurt Paul. That's his 3rd fall.
I'm not even too sure what happened right there.
He really needed 4 complete scores.
So P-Rod, although he did have a win in Portland just a couple of weeks ago, not having the same success here. Here's Nyjah Huston.
Wow. He just tried to kick the back tail back there. That's amazing.
So that was Nyjah's first bail. And here is Luan Oliveira.
Trying to get that switch trade. He knows that's a 9, so.
And that
that'll be third foul for Luan.
That miss hurts Luan, as that is his 3rd miss.
Chris Cole is the only other rider that has 4 makes under his belt right now, besides Nyjah Huston.
So here is Chris Cole on his 6th and final attempt. What's he got?
Do it.
5-0 barrel heel flip.
I saw him practicing that too, man. He actually landed that in practice, but
So Tony and Ryan with that, although we still have some attempts to go, no one can actually catch Nyjah Huston.
yep, he's done it again, man. He's done it again.
So Nyjah Huston already being congratulated. Everyone still has to take their 6th and final attempt, but that just shows you how dominant he was when it mattered most.
Absolutely, absolutely, and you know, he is determined and he enjoys skateboarding and he definitely enjoys winning. So you can definitely see it when he's competing.
Well, here's Ryan DeCenzo.
Switch puts up to 60.
So no score for Ryan there, but he is still in bronze medal position, similar to Manny in Barcelona. He could be another Select Series guy to come away with the podium finish.
At this point, everyone's just vying for the bronze.
Yep.
Because Chris Cole has 4 makes under his belt. None of these guys will have had 4 makes.
So Shane with 3 straight bails there. By the way, this will be Nyjah's 8th X Games medal overall and his 4th street goal, tying P-Rod for the most X Games street goals ever.
That's amazing, man.
Oh, yeah, nollie, crooked grind, front foot kickflip. That would have been a 9er.
Absolutely amazing to watch.
Absolutely. Good work to P-Rod, though, man. Good work to everybody out there. They all killed it.
So no score for Paul. And here is Nyjah. It is his victory lap.
What's he going to do for his victory?
These have traditionally been legendary.
Yeah, these are the ones where he kind of just can go for whatever he wants, and he normally lands it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this kick the back tail. Yeah, he kills it, man.
Nyjah Huston on his 6th and final attempt didn't even need it, as he had already secured the gold. Another 9 club, a 9.2 for Nyjah Huston.
Incredible, man. He deserves it. Incredible.
LA, stand up for Nyjah Huston. Well, Luan Oliveira still actually has 1 final attempt to go. He cannot catch him. Actually, he could
get into 3rd here.
He could still get a podium finish. A 9.5 or better would actually get him into 2nd place. So we'll see what Luan tries to pull off here.
Oh, no.
Oh!
With the bobble.
Sketchiest run up right there. Switch 360 flip. I think that could put him in 3rd place right there.
That was heavy from Luan Oliveira. His score coming in. Another 9. A 9.0. Tony calling it. He gets the bronze.
Wow. Congratulations, Luan. That was so rad.
Well, if Nyjah put on a performance, as did Luan, needing that final trick to get onto the podium.
And he's having so much fun. All smiles all the time. Saying what's
Well,
up
let's
to
go down to the course where Jordan is joined by Nyjah Huston.
Well, big sigh of relief from you. You just told me I had to make up for that last one after missing Munich. And then what happened in Portland? How hungry were you to come back and make a statement today?
I was so hungry, and I think that's really what helped me out here. I had so much motivation coming into this one, and Los Angeles is basically my hometown. I live in the Southern California area, so I really wanted to come out here and just give the fans my all, and I did that, and thank God it came through, and congrats to all the guys out there. They absolutely killed it. Shane, Luan, they kept me on my toes, that's for sure.
Now, you came out, you did what you always do. You get in control, you get in a rhythm, and kind of get everyone else to have to go for broke. But for you, was there any part where nerves came into play in this?
Oh, the whole time. Everyone always says I look so calm out there, but trust me, I am always really, really nervous because it's not easy out there, especially with all these guys out there getting so much better every single contest. It's insane.
You go into what I like to call flight attendant mode, and this is the first year of Global X. You've been around the world skating against these guys. What's the ride been like?
It's been amazing. Honestly, skateboarding, it's so fun. I'm so happy it's a part of my life. The best part about it is you get to travel the world, and you get to make a success off of it, and you're just doing what you love, you know? No matter if I was skating a contest for $100,000 or if I was just had a normal job, I would still want to ride my skateboard all the time.
Well, congratulations, Nyjah Huston, with his 4th straight league win of the year.
That was a good interview.
Guys.
Thank you, Jordan. Yes, Nyjah's 4th win of the SLS season, the 3rd gold medal of the year, but also a great performance for Luan, who led heading into the impact section.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. That contest was basically everything I thought it would be, just as gnarly. So, congrats to Nyjah.
So Nyjah Huston, how did he get the gold? Well, tricks like this don't hurt.
Yeah, precision. And he didn't even need that one. That was purely for the crowd. He kicked the back tail to Fakie on his last attempt. Just really closing out this LAX games with a bang.
Well, Nyjah adding more hardware to the mantle, but it's been a great few days here in Los Angeles. So a look at all the gold medalists in skate. Leticia Buffoni taking the gold in women's street. Elliott Sloan able to fend off Bob Burnquist in America's Navy Big Air. Bucky a little earlier today taking his 4th consecutive gold in vert. And Nyjah Huston rounding things off with a gold medal here in street.
It was great to see a new face in there, especially Elliott. Elliott has been if anyone works on skating and works on doing big air, it's him. And it all finally paid off for him.
I agree with Tony, man. Elliott, that was amazing to watch. Even Leticia, and obviously Bucky, and congrats to Nyjah. It's great to see skateboarding just dominating, man. It's awesome.
Well, for continued coverage of all things X Games, log on to xgames.com. Be sure to catch us tonight at 10:30 Eastern on ESPN for more from X Games Los Angeles. Thanks to Ryan Sheckler, Tony